What is up guys, Jarv here, and we're back again with some Destiny 2 content. Now today's video we're taking a look at the Avalanche machine gun. This is one that's currently exclusive to the Dawning, and in this video today we're going to be looking at a great way in able to farm this effectively throughout this event. So if you find this video useful, definitely feel free to leave a rating. It super helps me out on the channel, and you guys have actually been killing it lately with my recent farming videos. And if you are new to the channel and want to see more D2 content, then feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. But without further delay, let's jump in. So first things first, credit where credit is due. So massive shout out to Rise of Bacon over on Reddit for sharing this post. I'll link his post in the video description below. So this farm centers around being able to bake alkaline cookies and how to farm the materials effectively in order to do that. Now in order to get the materials that you need, you're going to need to use an auto rifle, an SMG or a machine gun. So I'm using two of those three things. The Ikelos shotgun is a great utility weapon just for high level adds, and I'm running a Stormcaller with geomags as well to take out the boss effectively. So once you've got your setup all out the way, you're going to need to fast travel over to the rig on Titan, and you want to be covering off the area where the Hive Ritual public event takes place, as well as the Lost Sector, the infamous Cargo Bay 3 from the faction rally. So once you've spawned in, you want to head over to the left hand side and jump over towards the edge. The door to the Lost Sector is just down below, and you want to travel down the stairs where you'll eventually be met by a ton of Hive. Now if you are running a machine gun, I would highly recommend that you don't use Thunderlord and you use Hammerhead instead if you have it, or even another Avalanche if you've been lucky enough to get one drop. Just because the Thunder Strikes themselves from the Thunderlord seem to proc the electric flavour ingredient rather than the actual bullet spray ingredient, which is the one that you need in order to be able to bake these alkaline cookies. So you basically want to burn your way through the Lost Sector. As you saw, I made short work of some of the Hive, took out the boss and collected the chest at the end. Now you don't get any of the Essence of Dawning from the Lost Sector, so the way you're going to be able to farm this is off the public events that spawn on a regular basis on Titan. So once you've taken out a few more adds, you basically want to fast travel back to the spawn point on the rig, and if you're lucky enough to have a public event, you'll be able to rally the flag, and you'll be able to rally the flag multiple times. It literally only takes you maybe a minute or two to do the Lost Sector, and you fast travel back, rally the flag and run back down. So you basically want to repeat that entire process for as long as you can until the public event eventually takes place. So the two main ingredients that we're looking for in order to be able to bake these alkaline cookies is the chitin powder, which will drop from the Hive, which is freely available with this farm, and the bullet spray. Now to get the bullet spray, you're going to need to be a little bit clever with how you actually attack the enemies. Now you don't want to go for headshots, you want to try and go for body shots, and like I say, you don't want to use the Thunderlord because of the Thunder Strikes. Now the reason I say that is you want to try and avoid the perfect taste, which unfortunately I've just had drop for me right now, as well as the electric flavour. You want to give yourself the best opportunity for bullet spray to drop, and in order to do that you just need to approach those encounters in that way. Now again, once you've burned through the Lost Sector, you want to head on over to the public event, and from here you'll be able to start farming some of the Essence of Dawning. So here we are at the public event, so this is where we're going to be able to get some Essence of Dawning. If you're okay for actual materials, so the chitin powder and a bullet spray, then the public event itself is not the best place to farm Essence of Dawning. That is the Nightfall. You'll get approximately 28 per run, and if you run the Strange Terrain, you can run that in under 5 minutes, and it's a very effective farm. I covered that in a previous video. I'll leave the link above if you want to check that one out. But on the other hand, if you're doing generally okay for Essence of Dawning, then again this is a great way of being able to get the key materials. So you want to basically burn your way through the public event. This will reward approximately 5 Essence of Dawning, and you'll have the Hive as well in order to continue to get those key ingredients. I was also very fortunate to get a prime drop, which again, when you're doing Lost Sectors and defeating high power enemies, then you have a chance to get those drop as well. So once you've run this quite a few times, you'll have a fair stock of ingredients and a fair pile of Essence of Dawning, and at that point you'll be ready to go over to Sloan, and from here you can start baking away. Now again, these are the alkaline cookies, so as you can see I've got a few here, and I'll just start baking these. Now if you masterwork your oven, the cost of the Essence of Dawning is less, so it won't actually cost you as much. As you can see here, I was very fortunate to get one drop. So this is the one that dropped for me. So this one came with appended mag, flared magwell, dynamic sway reduction and snapshot sights, but the one that I do like to use is appended mag, Flared Magwell, Slideways and Quick Draw. Now neither of those are particularly amazing rolls. I'm going to keep trying to get the Fated God roll. This is thought to be Feeding Frenzy and Rampage, so I've got a bit of work to do. Now Bungie are putting a little fix in soon for the stability, so it will be a little bit less kick on the Avalanche in the weeks to come. So there we have it, that pretty much wraps up the farm. So just to quickly summarize for you guys, you want to rinse and repeat the Cargo Bay Lost Sector. In between that, you want to grab the Rally the Flag for power ammo to keep your ammo and super topped up. And in between that, you can grab any public events which will help grab Essence of Dawning. If Essence of Dawning is still an issue, then jump into the Nightfall and you'll be able to get nearly 30 per run in basically 5 minutes. So it's a really, really good way. But yeah, I hope you find this farm useful, and I hope RNG blesses you with the Blessed God rolls. So let me know in the comment section what sort of rolls that you get. If you found the video useful, definitely feel free to leave a rating. As always, it super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new here and want to see more D2 content moving forward, then feel free to hit that sub button on your way out as well. But I'm going to jump back into the game, guys, and I will catch you again in the next one. Peace out.